Why do you smile while bleeding out? They tell you to rest. They tell you to surrender. They tell you this war was never meant for you, that this pain will finish you. But I welcome it. Let me taste this pain. Let me feel every burn, every tear, every surge of ruin cutting through me like a blade etching its name into my soul. This is mine, this suffering, this agony. It belongs to me. No one else can claim it. No one else can carry it the way I do. I take it. I hold it close. I turn it into something that obeys me. Pain is not my enemy. Pain is not my weakness. Pain is my companion, my instructor, my most faithful friend. It is the only thing that never left me. When everything broke, when the world turned its back, pain stayed. It spoke to me in the quiet. It held me when no one else dared. It pushed me when my body begged for sleep. I did not break. I became. I did not run. I planted my feet. Let me enjoy this pain.
There is a beauty in suffering that nobody understands, but I do. The weight of it, the sharpness of it, the way it slices deep and leaves scars like poetry carved into flesh. Every wound tells a story. Every ache is a lesson. Every moment of torment is proof that I am still here, that I did not fall, that I did not surrender. I have watched people collapse under the pressure of their own sorrow. I have heard them beg for release, cry for mercy, curse the heavens for their misfortune. But I am not like them. I do not bow to pain. I do not ask for relief. I do not need saving. I wear my suffering like a crown, like a mark of honor, like armor forged in the deepest dark. Let me enjoy this pain, because pain is evidence that I am alive. Pain is proof I have not dissolved into nothing. I have walked through fire, and I still burn. I have drowned in the abyss, and I still breathe. I have shattered 1,000 times, and I still rise. Every ache, every scar, every bleeding cut is a testament to my existence. And I will not flee from it. I will not numb it. I will not let anyone take it from me. They say I should heal. They say I should move on, let go, find peace. They don't understand.
They don't know what it means to be shaped by agony, to be molded by suffering, to take every drop of torment and convert it into strength, to make it fuel, to make it force, to make it something bigger than pain itself. I do, and I refuse to give that up.
Let me enjoy this pain. Let me drink it in. Let it race through my veins. Let it remind me of what was stolen and what I built in its place. Let it keep me sharp. Let it keep me ruthless. Let it keep me untouchable. Because pain does not weaken me. It does not command me. It does not define me.
It raises me. There is no peace waiting for me, no soft comfort, no gentle warmth at the end of this road. I don't want it. I don't need it. I was not made for quiet rest. I was not made for an easy path.
I was made to fight, to endure, to withstand storms that tear others apart. And I don't fear it. I don't resent it. I welcome it. I crave it. I revel in it. Let me enjoy this pain, because in pain I find clarity. In pain I find purpose. In pain I find something greater than happiness, greater than comfort, greater than peace.
I find myself, the truest, purest, most unbreakable version of me.
A version untouched by weakness, untamed by fear, unshaken by loss. A version that doesn't need saving, doesn't need pity, doesn't need anything except this moment, this feeling, this fire that burns through me and makes me more than human. I will not apologize for the way I embrace this agony. I will not explain myself to those who refuse to understand. I will not dull my edges to make others comfortable. This is who I am. This is what I'm made of, and I would not trade it for anything. Let me enjoy this pain. Let me own it. Let me live in it. Let me become it. Because in the end, pain is the only thing that has ever been real, the only thing that has stayed, and the only thing that will carry me forward when everything else fades away. And still it grows. It feeds on every memory, every betrayal, every whispered lie. It fuels my fire. It sharpens my edges. It turns me into something more than flesh and bone. I have walked through nightmares and turned them into dreams. I have bled and called it art. I have been torn apart and stitched myself back together with fire in my veins and steel in my soul. I do not beg for comfort. I do not wish for relief. I do not chase the softness others crave. Pain is my reward, my testament, my proof. It is the evidence of everything I survived, everything I conquered, everything I made my own. I will not release it. I will not trade it for anything less than eternity. How does a man become this cold? How does he grow so distant that everyone fears him? We thought he was dead, but now he's back, stronger than ever, untouched, more dangerous than before. I was alone in the darkness, the kind that swallows sound, smothers air, claws at your chest with the frozen hands of nothingness. Alone, no voice to call, no hand to hold, no whisper of comfort. Just me, just silence, just the weight of every broken piece inside. But I didn't die there. No, I didn't crumble. I didn't shatter into the void. I became something else, something unyielding, something forged in that abyss. Because that's what darkness does when you're willing to fight it. It tears you apart, piece by piece, until all that's left is the raw, unfiltered truth of you. And that's what I found beneath fear, beneath doubt, beneath pain. I found me. The darkness thought it could break me, bury me in despair, but it only taught me how to see without light. My breath became my guide. My heartbeat became my compass. Every ragged inhale was rebellion. Every beat was a declaration. I am still here. I clawed my way through that black void, ripping through chains that tried to hold me, whispering that I would never escape. The cold seeped into my bones, but it did not claim me. It tried to tell me I was weak, but the fire inside burned hotter. It tried to tell me I was finished, but I was only beginning. I didn't need anyone to find me. No savior, no angel, no outstretched hand. The only one who could save me was myself. So I did. Step by step, inch by inch, I climbed out of that bottomless pit. The screams in my head didn't stop me. The memories didn't stop me. The weight of every failure and betrayal didn't stop me. Pain became my teacher. It honed me. It showed me what I could endure, then demanded I endure more.
The fire in my veins wasn't extinguished, it was fed.
Every trial, every torment, every hour in solitude made me stronger. The darkness didn't destroy me, it built me. I became my own weapon, my own shield, my own salvation. There was no one to save me, so I learned to be my own savior. And when I finally stood at the edge of that abyss, looking back at the shadows that tried to consume me, I felt no fear, no sorrow, no pity. I felt power, because I wasn't just someone who survived. I didn't scrape by and call it victory. I conquered. I made the darkness mine. I didn't beg for light. I became it. Every wound became a lesson. Every scar became a symbol. Every failure became a foundation. I see the world differently now. I walk with a purpose no one else understands. I've learned what it means to be utterly alone, and I learned to thrive there. When others tremble in the shadows, I stand steady. When others collapse at the first sign of hardship, I move forward without hesitation. I don't stop. I don't break. I don't retreat. This strength, this relentless force, didn't come from comfort, from safety, from love, from peace. It came from fire. It came from storms. It came from the darkest corners of existence, where no one dares to walk. I went through hell, and I didn't just survive. I thrived. I claimed it. I made it mine. Now I am untouchable, not because I'm invincible, not because I'm immune to pain, but because I faced the worst of it. I stared despair in the eyes and didn't blink. I walked through the valley of death and didn't falter. What else can this world throw at me that I haven't already endured? So yes, I was alone in the darkness. But that's where I found my power. That's where I became more unstoppable. And now, stepping into whatever comes in, not as a curse, but as proof. Proof that I already conquered the worst this world can offer. And no matter what comes, I will face it head on. I will rise. I will fight. And I will win. Because I am not like the rest. I am not fragile. I am not weak. I am not broken. I am the exception, the fire that refuses to go out, the storm that refuses to calm. The darkness didn't destroy me, it made me, and I will never forget it. So let the world come.
Let the challenges rise. Let the storms rage. I am ready. I was alone in the darkness once, and I conquered it. I will conquer whatever comes next, because that's who I am now.
Unstoppable, relentless, unbreakable. I don't hope for change. I am the change. Hope is for the weak, for those who sit and wait for the world to shift in their favor. I don't wait. I don't wish.
I am ready. I was alone in the darkness once, and I conquered it. I will conquer whatever comes next, because that's who I am now.
Unstoppable, relentless, unbreakable. I don't hope for change. I am the change. Hope is for the weak, for those who sit and wait for the world to shift in their favor. I don't wait. I don't wish.
I am the storm that bends reality to my will. I carve my path with my own hands. I tear through obstacles with my own strength. I stand unshaken when the world tries to push me back. I wasn't given power. I took it. I bled for it. I broke for it. And when the dust settled, I remained. Hope is a whisper in the dark, a quiet plea from the afraid. I am not afraid. I do not whisper. I roar. I walk through fire, not because I love the pain, but because I refuse to let it consume me. I don't fear the flames. I am the flame. The world doesn't bend to dreamers. It doesn't yield to wishful thinkers. It moves for those who command it, and I do. With every step, every breath, every decision, I force change into existence. I don't wait for doors to open. I break them down. I don't beg for an invitation. I take my seat at the table. I don't ask for permission. I write my destiny with my own hands. I've heard the voices of doubt, the whispers of those who fear what they don't understand. They say change is impossible. They say the world is fixed, unmovable, unbreakable. But I've broken more chains than they've ever seen. Limits aren't unbreakable. People are just afraid to test them. But I'm not like them. I never was. I never will be. I've been beaten, and I didn't bow. I've been wounded, and I didn't fall. I've been cast aside, left for dead, and still I rose. Not because of luck, not because of mercy, because I refuse to be anything less than unstoppable. The world didn't give me a chance. I took it. It didn't offer me a place. I made one. And now I stand where they said I never would, looking down at those who are still waiting for change. They will wait forever.
I am not waiting. I am not hoping. I am moving. I am changing. I am forcing the world to acknowledge what it tried to ignore. I will not shrink. I will not falter. I will not hesitate. I will not stop. Because I don't hope for change. I am the change.
I was born in fire, molded by struggle, crafted by pain. Every scar is a signature of my resilience, a mark that proves I existed. I don't wear wounds with shame. I wear them as evidence that I endured, that I fought, that I'm still here. The world tried to bury me, but I am the roots that crack the pavement. I will not break. I will not bow. I will not fall. When others surrender, I rise. When others retreat, I advance. When others hope for change, I make it happen. I don't rely on fate. I don't wait for fortune. I am the architect of my destiny, the master of my path. I don't follow roads. I forge them. I don't ask for permission. I seize what is mine. I don't fear the unknown. I am the unknown.
Every battle sharpened me. Every hardship strengthened me. Every betrayal, every loss, every moment of despair built the person I am. I regret none of it. They wanted me to break, so I became unbreakable. They wanted me to surrender, so I became relentless. They wanted me to disappear, so I became undeniable. The world won't remember the ones who waited. It will remember the ones who acted, who fought, who refused to bow, to kneel, to let life be dictated by circumstance. And I am one of them, not because I was chosen, not because I was destined, because I chose myself, because I made myself, because I refuse to be anything less than everything I was meant to be. I don't seek validation. I don't ask for approval. I don't need recognition. My work speaks. My actions decide who I am. My presence demands acknowledgement. I don't need the world's permission to exist at full power, to take up space, to be a force they cannot ignore. I don't soften for acceptance. I stand as I am, unapologetic, undeniable, unstoppable. I am the storm they never saw coming, the force
force they cannot contain, the fire they cannot extinguish.
I don't hope for change. I make it. I don't dream of power. I take it. I don't wait for opportunity. I create it. I have walked through fire, and I am still here. I have faced the abyss, and I didn't flinch. I have been through hell, and I did not burn. I emerged stronger, harder, more relentless than ever, because I don't hope for change. I am the change.